Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Unrelated Conversation. It has been a hot little minute. Before we get to introductions, I want to let everyone know that we're kind of going back into this after a while. We haven't had a lot of time, and we don't have our normal audio set up, so the sound effects sound a little weird. But other than that, you guys go ahead. Go ahead.
No, I'm just kidding. What's up? It's Matt.
What's up? It's Ray.
And it's me, Skyler.
Dude, it has been a long time.
It has been a minute and a half.
I was looking the last time that we uploaded, dude, it was like September.
And that still gets some decent views when I go and look at it. That's something I need to go do. I haven't had an opportunity to check it out.
And you guys did like one or two without me, right?
No, we did that.
We did
one
the two. We did the two, but the first one got corrupted.
Oh, I was upset.
And then we did the second one, and that's
right.
When we came back, and like as we were recording,
that
we said, "Oh man, that we got corrupted," and Ray was like, "I didn't know about this." Like that was like the first time he had just heard about it.
That's right.
Yeah,
I do remember
I
that.
remember,
that was tough, dude. That was a rough day. That was a really rough day. But yeah, we're back. We're here. I guess we had already decided that we were gonna kind of do a catch up, kind of let everyone know, let all y'all know what's going on in I guess our lives, right? Is that a good way to put it?
Yeah.
So for me, I think the last podcast I mentioned, I graduated, I got engaged and everything. Well, now I'm married. I have a kid on the way, so that's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my.
Yeah. I thought when I saw Ray at work, I thought I had already let him know. And he was like, "Oh, this is news to me." I was like, "Really? I didn't tell you." He's like, "No." And I was like, "Oh, it's just coming in like."
Wait, what was news to
18
you?
weeks.
The baby.
Oh, when did you see Ray?
Like I
think 3 weeks ago.
3 weeks ago.
No,
yeah.
maybe it was 2. I was working on the plumbing. Dude, I'm always doing something on that.
Yeah.
house.
Because wasn't like the reveal like back in December or January?
Yeah, it was in December.
That's what I was
very end of December.
I feel like I was telling him like
I thought I didn't
thought
invite you
knew,
to it.
but
I
like
mentioned it to you.
hearing it from you was like, oh, I got excited.
Yeah, man, it's crazy. I'm having a girl, which is awesome. I wanted a girl first because I had an older sister, and it was kind of awesome having another mom, really.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, but that's pretty much it. Now you guys already know I work. I'm a teacher and a coach. I enjoy it.
Actually, your first season in football and basketball, you went to the playoffs.
That's true. That's
His
true,
first season ever.
First year coaching basketball, we went to the Sweet 16, which was awesome. I didn't expect to like it, and I'll say it because I've told my students about it. I've told my players that, which is probably tough hearing from your coach. But I was like, I'll be honest with y'all. Like, truthfully, basketball was like the bottom of the list of things I wanted to coach. But I'm here. I'm gonna make the most of it.
Even after baseball?
Oh, I don't know.
I feel like you would do basketball before baseball.
I do basketball before baseball.
Yeah.
Y'all know how I feel about baseball. I'm not a fan. I can't do it.
When you were with the Red Sox whenever you were a kid?
Yes.
I remember that.
Dude, my mom actually tells a story all the time when I was a kid doing like Little League that they would tell me to go in, like, hey, go on the field, like go play. And I would say, no, it's fine. I'll sit here. Just give me the snacks. Like, I just want the snacks. It was all the time, dude. I used to do that. But yeah, man, so it went well. We went to the Sweet 16, which is the regional semifinals. So we won that one more. We'd go to state, and then you go to state. But either way, man, it was a great experience. I know a lot of those kids, the basketball kids, listen to the podcast, so they'll probably like hearing that. But I really enjoyed it, man. They kind of stirred up a little bit of love in there. But yeah, I'm here now.
It was pretty cool keeping up with y'all. Like, I know since my mom's a teacher there.
Yeah,
she always loves watching like the girls play or the guys play. So
they're both very
especially because they're on TV or on that app.
What's it called, man?
I can't think of it right now. But
it's something that like all of them have.
Yeah, it's like
Huddle? Not Huddle. It's not Huddle.
No, it's not Huddle. It's like with UI. It's like with UIL. They record. So like we watched all the football games from home, like on TV, all the basketball
it's not
games.
Game Changer. No, what is it, man?
I know it. I not off the tip of my tongue, but yeah, like we would keep up and watch all the games. Like those kids were good. They were real good.
Hey man, yeah, that's a good NFHS.
NFHS, that's it. Yep.
Yes, NFHS. Yeah, man, they were a really good group of kids. God, man, I don't have enough words for those guys. And I do know they listen to the podcast, so I hope they know I love them. They're a good group of kids. And I feel like it's a quick turnaround too, because it was like season's over basketball. Boom, I'm
right
back.
away.
Yeah, I'm back
right
into
away.
football.
Yeah.
So I feel like
that was kind of the thing. Like we were like, like I don't want to like to
Go
get
ahead.
down on you coaching basketball, but we were like kind of looking almost like you're like, dude, all right, he's about to finish coaching football, so we're gonna get right back on this podcast, and then it went straight to basketball. Yeah.
And now it's like, so I'm actually happy you brought that up. I talked to you about it a little bit, Ray. I talked to Matt a little bit. I think so the way we're gonna start, I'll let everyone else know too. The way we're gonna start running the podcast is we'll have seasons. I'm not too sure where the coaching world is gonna take me next year, but I know that we have time now, and that more or less this will be around the time every year we have it. So we'll have a season, and then we'll be able to kind of break out. Or maybe Matt can do an episode, Matt and Ray, or maybe you and David or something. I know during the summer is going to be great when we get the whole gang back.
Yeah.
Especially now that we got 4 mics in here.
And I'm going to be here on campus every single day,
so
taking summer classes both semesters.
Oh, yeah.
So
it'll be great.
So
we'll be good. And then we'll get some episodes out and going. Hopefully we can pre-record some extra ones. That way once even not my coaching season starts, we're still, getting some content out there. But yeah, for all of you that continue to listen and continue to spread the word, because I have the stats, I need to pull it up. We continue to grow, which is really impressive. So yeah, I don't know what else to say. That's pretty much it for me. Matt, Ray,
you want to take over?
I'll go just because it'll be quick. I mean, nothing's really changed for me. I'm still going to school, still working, and yeah, just kind of been waiting for Skylar's schedule to
I
clear
know,
up.
I feel bad. I feel bad.
I feel like Matt and I are kind of in the same boat that Skylar had other priorities and
Oh, dude, life just hit me like a truck. Man.
exactly, yeah.
It hit me like
Yeah.
a truck. I'm excited though. I'm grateful.
You jumped.
No,
you
for sure.
jumped
Yeah,
at first.
y'all haven't even stopped by the house. I need to get y'all over by the house soon.
Yeah.
We remodeled everything, man. Like everything. Whole new kitchen, whole new flooring. We got a whole living room. Been working on the nursery. It's been great. Redid the restroom. I think I said kitchen already. Did I say kitchen?
Puro handy manny or what?
Hey, dude,
And-
no. Y'all have no idea, bro. There's little things that I like. My students know and the coaches know too, man. Like I did the flooring in my my soon-to-be daughter's like room. That was the first room I wanted to start on. I told myself I'm going to do that room. I got to do this for her and everything. And man, dude, it was a challenge. Like doing little things. I had a pipe bust not that long ago. Fixing that was interesting. I just kind of learned as I go. It's one of those things like you're kind of
Throwing into the fire. You got to figure it out.
Yeah.
And it works, man. Doing a lot of drywall, retexturing, all that kind of stuff. It's just there's definitely hit and misses. So I'll say this for the first time on the podcast. My wife doesn't even know. I told her, I was like, hey, I'm gonna fix the kitchen cabinets and I'm gonna put handles in them and everything. So I measured everything out, dude. I was marking it. I was like, all right, cool. I had everything set. I was like, I'm gonna put handles here, put handles here, put handles here. These aren't gonna have handles. These are the whole shebang, right? And then the very first drawer, I drilled into it, and the screw wasn't long enough. So, but then I stripped it, trying to get it all the way through. So then I couldn't get it out. So I panicked, and instead of getting, which I know now, and if you're listening, babe, I'm gonna fix it. I promise. Instead of fixing it with like this wood like sealant thing, I used caulking. White caulking, and I just started filling the hole with caulking and rubbing it over, filling it and rubbing it, filling it and rubbing it. And I don't think she's noticed because she hasn't said anything. That or she knew that I messed up. Because like I said, I mess up a lot.
She probably knows.
Yeah, she has to.
She
know.
probably knows.
So I mess up a lot on like some things, and then I have to fix it. And you learn as you go. And there's just like a pinhole type, like right in the middle of this. It's a drawer in the kitchen, and you can blatantly see it's there. So, yeah, love it, babe.
Are those cabinets where I was helping you get them?
Yes, it was. Ray helped. Dude,
I
actually,
think I was there too.
it's crazy.
I like
'cause
went all the way
think
to the top on the blue lift, and then he was like, "Yeah, those are them." And I brought them down, and Chris was like, "No, those aren't them."
they weren't
I was
them.
like, damn, I put it back up. Like I think there's like another one. I got them down. No, those aren't them.
In my defense, that was Lowe's fault for having the wrong SKU on the
It's
wrong
very
item.
much Lowe's fault. Dude.
They had the wrong SKU on the wrong item.
Nothing's everywhere it's supposed
But
to
yeah,
be.
that's crazy. When I think about it. Everything that I've gone to buy and do on my house, you guys have been there for in a weird way.
Yeah.
So
The
y'all
water heater.
water heater, tools in
all
general.
the tools, the cabinets.
Remember, I
Well,
helped you out with the flooring.
Your spare
flooring.
tire is still at my house. Actually,
I need
I've
to
been
get
meaning to tell you
I
about
need
that.
it. Actually, on my way home,
You
I'll
can pick it up
from your-
today.
I'll pick it up from your house.
My dad was like, "Whose tire is this, dude? Get
Dude,
it
did
out
you
here."
see the metal that's in it?
No.
I ran over. First time driving back home. First time going back home. Everyone listening. When you leave the house, don't go back home because something like this will happen to you. I go back home, drive back to Ricardo, right? I get there, and as I'm driving driving down, I don't know what I was going to do something, and I dropped Crystal off at my parents' house, and nothing's in the road. Maybe I'm not paying attention. I don't know. And this huge, like, shiny thing, all I hear is, and this huge shiny thing, like, flies out of the back of, like, from under my truck. And as soon as I started driving, I saw, like, flat tire.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, like, because you know how it comes up?
Yeah.
So then I looked, I was like, oh, I had to have punctured something. So I get to the corner store, and this guy who's happens to be friends with my family is like, hey, man, I have a plug. Like, we can do a tire plug real quick. Just take it over to my house. It's right across the store. And I was like, okay, cool. So we took it to the house real quick. And my grandpa showed up. My dad showed up and everything. Dude, I think this was my wedding day.
No way.
Dude, it was my wedding day.
That's just how you are, man.
I'm not kidding.
Where were you going?
This was on my wedding day. I was going to, was it my wedding day? I could be lying, man. I'm about 99% sure. I have to call Crystal. I don't remember. Dude, it had to have been, so I just got a haircut and everything. Yeah. Also, another word of advice: don't get a haircut on your wedding day. Get it like a little before.
Yeah.
I had just shaved and everything too. Yeah, I'm about 99% sure because I texted her, I have a flat tire, and she was like, "Oh my god,"
and started freaking out.
No, dude, it wasn't that. I'm lying. It wasn't the wedding. I don't know when it was. It was something important. I can't remember. It wasn't wedding day. Maybe it was my brother. It was George's wedding. It was George's wedding.
Are you sure?
Yes,
Dude.
I'm positive. I am positive.
That was a great night.
Because I felt bad because I was like, dude,
I'm gonna be late.
I'm gonna be late to my brother's wedding, like, and I'm actually in it and everything. Yeah, that's what it was.
That was such a great night, man.
It was a good night. That was a great night. Where was I going with this? Oh yeah,
it was about your spare tire.
Yeah, the spare tire. Yeah. So anyway, there's a huge chunk of like metal wire that's like shredded through there.
I never ever checked.
Are you sure it's not just part of the tire?
Positive, because it's thick. It's like
it's like chicken wire almost.
Like a nail.
Oh,
like the thickness of a bigger nail. Like like a 9-inch nails.
Oh, okay. 9-inch nails.
Yeah, that's.
I want to say, isn't that a band?
That is a band.
Like I was like, wait,
that is a band. But yeah, I don't know, guys. I'm happy to be back, man. Long story short, I'm happy to be back. And this isn't generally our normal content. I understand that, but I think just so that people will know where we're at and everything, I think it's great. Is there anything y'all want to share? Maybe
I mean, I haven't gone yet.
Oh, that's true. My bad. My bad. Go ahead, Matt. Go ahead.
Nah, I'm just kind of like with Ray, man. I'm gonna be walking the stage in December, and
I will be there for that.
More excited than anything to do that. But I'm just be grinding all year long with school. You know, I have a full schedule right now. Be taking classes all summer long, and then the last 14 gonna knock them out there in December. I mean, in the fall, and gonna get the degree and just be ready, man.
If there's anything I can tell y'all, because right, you haven't graduated, right? If there's anything I could tell y'all, because we've been down similar paths on how college went. It's sweet, man.
Graduating?
Like I think I cried more graduating than I did at my wedding. I cried a lot at my wedding.
It's a grind, man.
Dude,
it's a grind.
I don't think, and I tell my students all the time, like, don't undervalue like your bachelor degree. Mm-hmm. Like it's not easy. Like it's easy, but it's not easy. Like once you get your mind right and everything, and you put yourself where you need to be, but getting yourself to that mindset. And I think I honestly, like when we go back and look at high school, we were all pretty responsible kids. Like we weren't too crazy or anything.
As bad as it sounds, I think I'm a little more irresponsible with school.
Really?
Yeah. Than I was in high school. I think I gave more of a crap in high school than I do now.
I'll tell you what happened,
very
dude.
bad to say.
It was COVID, man.
Yeah.
In my opinion, like with mine,
I think so.
It was COVID. Like I remember, dude, locked in, and then COVID happened. And then all of a sudden it went from, I'm there every single class. And then now I'm at home and I just turn on the lecture on my laptop and I turn on the PS5 and I'm just playing. Like, they're not asking questions. They're not. A lot of times it was just a recording of the professor. All their exams are just open note, everything. So like nobody, it was never tough. Like it was the easiest thing ever. And then we come back and it's like, dude, I got so used to just being at home and not having to, like, it was probably the worst thing that could happen.
I actually got a memory of, because on my computer I have 2 monitors. I had my lecture on one, and it was just a camera of my professor talking,
Mhm.
and we're in Zoom, and I panned over to my other monitor. And I was playing League of Legends.
Dude, yeah, like you had to wake up
And I-
2 minutes
and I
before
was
lecture.
so excited for that. I was like, I get to go to school and play games.
Dude,
you know?
it was like you had to
I
wake
don't
up 2
know,
minutes
man.
before lecture.
Yeah.
You did not have to get up and shower. Go 2 minutes before lecture. Just turn on your laptop and just go back. Like just lay down.
Yep.
Just say here when they're doing attendance, and you're good.
Then
That's it. Like that's all you had to do.
Yeah.
Like it was the worst thing ever.
Definitely made me lazy.
Really? See,
Yes.
For me, maybe I'm the minority on this. I'm not the majority. It was the total opposite for me, man. I struggled a little bit in college. We all know I struggled my first year in college. And then I started to get the hang of everything, and then my shoulder happened and everything. So I came back home.
In COVID, were you still up north? And
I came back right before COVID.
Okay.
And it could have been, for me, it could have been a lot of things. Like that's some things that, you can take into consideration. I was back home now. I had my family. I had my girlfriend, wife, now. I just had people around me now. I had a support system. But for me, when COVID happened, everything was so much easier. But I was able to manage easier.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot, y'all know this too. A lot of the students know this too. For me, when I really started to hit the books hard and everything, was I was working at Lowe's, I was working at the school, and I was going to school.
Mm.
So I'm very fortunate that the school worked with me. I had professors that worked. Well, it was COVID, so they didn't really. It wasn't anything crazy.
Mm-hmm.
But when I was working with the school, they worked with me on like, hey, if I'm, if I have free time or whatever, y'all mind if I do my work? So I would quite literally like get an entire week's worth of work done, Monday, Tuesday, sometimes it bleed into Wednesday, and I was done. And for me, God bless her, Crystal was like, she was very, on me, like, hey, this, hey, that, hey, that. I could never take it to the level she could. Love her to death. She'd have all A's. And she'd be freaking out, like, I think I might get a B. I think I might get a B. And I'm here, and I'm like, dude, I might fail. Like, I'm working hard. Like, I'm trying here.
Yeah, and I'm with
crazy.
you on that. Like, that's what I'm saying. Was like COVID. Like, I was able. My grades are awesome. Like I was able to take care of everything. But then coming back to like in my in person and my exams.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like coming back out of that was when it went kind of like ooh, like I got so used to not studying as hard, not doing like just because everything just wasn't as hard,
Mm-hmm.
The classes weren't as hard because a lot like pretty much all the professors have never done courses like that.
They
had to learn how to do it like we had to learn how to take those courses.
Exactly.
And to be fair, we won't drop majors, but because
I'll say mine, biology, bro. It's tough.
well, but for y'all's majors, I would say my majors not as difficult in terms of studying. Mine was more content based,
Mm-hmm.
just reading the content, understanding the content, and then researching content.
Yeah.
I think both of y'all's is much more heavier on
I would
study.
grabbing getting a concept, grasping it,
I would say
practicing and applying it.
There you go. Yes, thank you. You worded that much better than me.
Grasping it and applying it. That's
like with all your equations and everything that he's doing. Mine is more. I gotta read way more than I've ever read in my entire life.
Ew.
Like it's just nothing but reading.
But there's still
like I have an exam in 2 days over like 9 chapters.
But there's more,
and that's just like pure
information too in it.
Info. Is it like open-ended questions?
It's open-end, true and false, and then multiple. It's just like a straight.
But
full.
I don't want to say vocabulary, but like, how can I word this? Like definitions almost, like, or is it like concepts? Like
it's subjects. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's like all the chapters like it's just based off like concepts like.
Gotcha. Okay.
But it's a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And like 2 weeks ago, I had an exam. It's like a 50-minute class, a 65-question exam, and 15 of them were open end.
Oh, dude!
Dude, it was a lot. Dude, I was there grinding, man. Just
I hate taking,
nobody finished in the 50 minutes.
I
we all
hate
stayed
taking
late.
exams in those 50-minute classes.
It's bad. It's
dude,
not enough time.
Yeah, and the funny thing is, in my exams, we only have like 3 or 4 questions. But
it's like
they're like
3A, B, C, D.
Yeah, multi-step questions.
Yeah.
I could. Yeah, for years that makes sense.
Dude, I was rushing so much on the last problem that it was such an easy formula. Like I had it in the back of my mind, if I got at least like 2-3 more minutes, I would have found
The solution.
this. Like I would have remembered
Okay.
rather the formula. It was super. It's an algebra question. It's really easy. It's
You've
just-
always liked algebra, though, to be fair, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you've always kind of been fond of
I've
it.
always
Math.
gravitated towards math and engineering. But yeah, on that exam, it was just I couldn't think of that damn formula, and
It's
Two-
tough, man.
2-3
And
more
and
minutes.
it's like right there, dude.
2 or 3 more minutes, I'm like, oh man,
I hate that.
TP and V, like, I have T1, P1, V1. What do I need? I need to solve for T2. What is it? And it was right there.
I hate that.
Yeah.
Like you finish your exam and you're walking out and you like look at your notes like after and you're like,
Yes.
dude, I knew this.
Dude,
like, what happened?
I studied it.
That
Like,
happened to me a
it's
lot
just-
in AP.
It's just like there's just so many things
Mhm.
that I had to study. Like, dude, I'll show you our study guide. Watch.
And
It's like so much.
the messed up thing, that one problem, that one easy, simple formula algebra question that I couldn't remember was a difference between a 56 and a 76.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Dude, this was our study guide for our exam.
Wow.
It's
See,
just
that's how I
so
remember
much.
it being with my first
And-
major.
And it's like literally like it's so much information on these exams. And I'm kind of glad that the professor's cool and he gives us
Who's the
like,
professor? You don't mind me
extra
asking?
Patrick.
I never had that.
Because
That was my major. I'm sorry. That was my minor.
yeah.
That was my minor.
He gives a lot of extra credit just because his classes are ran like 4 exams, nothing else, no homework,
okay.
no. But he gives us extra credit questions on the exams, so I'm pretty glad that he gave us extra credit questions because, man, I needed some of that. and it's
Classes
tough.
like that are a blessing and a curse, though, man. Like
tough.
it's nice
It's
knowing
either-
you only have that, but it's also scary.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
tough. That one and I would say my favorite class this semester is probably my biology of mental health.
Really?
There's no exams, no quizzes, no nothing, but like the information we're learning and everything
Ironic.
we're doing is pretty cool.
That's really
like-
good.
Like learning, like I did a midterm, and our midterm was we had to propose a case study based off of what we were learning, and I'm not gonna lie, dude, I bodied that thing, bro. Like
Yeah.
I went hard and I bodied it. And then he like had notes and he had no notes on mine. I was like so happy. Like
Oh, that's always
I worked hard on it so
That's
hard.
always great.
It was like pretty much whenever people are feeling like great anxiety or great stress, they tend to have their gut microbiome kind of realigned, which can lead to certain bacteria in your body getting you, like they're more prone to be active and get you sick.
Okay.
So my case study was like, if that's happening, and we see that in studies like with mice, what if we did a study and we studied the gut microbiome and the macrophages of the human body, and we do it on college students versus regular people, same age, same like everything, like pretty much just like the same people, just one to one not in college, one in full-time college. And we see if during finals, if that's what happens. Like you see a lot of people getting sick during finals or right before finals. Like, is it because all the stress that they're having
What's the
that
name
they
of
get
that
sick?
again?
Of what?
The it's called like finals fever or something like that, right?
Probably. I don't know.
Crystal told me about that one
Yeah,
year.
like,
It was my final for
was-
Spanish. I was like throwing up.
That's
dude,
what
horrible.
that's what my study was on. And I proposed it, and dude, like I worked so hard, and I was grinding. I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, pretty much that. Just like school. Recently I have taken up running. I'm getting ready for Beach to Bay. Pretty excited.
He doesn't let us forget.
You're in softball, right? It's fun, dude. It's a lot of fun, and I'm ready. I kind of threw our what was it? Our manager, Aaron, right? He was your manager? What was he? Or is he just kind of like
he was
he like a groupie or like what was he?
We called Aaron our manager, but he was kind of just he was just kind of here for the ride.
It's kind of like a groupie.
We would sit him in the corner over there, and every now and then he had 2 cents.
He had something to say.
Yeah.
I kind of threw him into the fire, and I was like, hey, do you want to run Beach to Bay? And he was like, yeah, sure. So we started practicing a little bit. And then he never really gave me a definite answer, but it's kind of too late for that. And he doesn't even know because I already signed him up. So
Oh, there you go.
so there's no going back. He's already signed up.
He'll hear it.
So he's going to hear it on this. I'm not going to tell him. He's going to hear it whenever if he listens to this.
He usually listens. He's pretty good
So-
about listening.
He will listen.
That's going to be a little surprise for him. Like, he's already signed up. There's no going back. I sent in his phone number, his everything. Like, he's cooked, bro.
I'm excited for him then. I'm actually really excited.
It's a lot of fun, man. It's a lot of fun.
Are we thinking, is it about that time?
Wait, which one was next?
We had the infamous
Oh, that was
random
the sound.
question.
That was the sound.
It was the sound, yeah. As I was saying, let me actually elaborate on this before we. So the podcast where we come film our podcast, or film, is it still record? Where we come record our podcast. There used to be like this USB thing I could plug in my laptop, and I had like a soundboard on my laptop. We also had the soundboard on the actual like Caster Pro, and
Is that what it's called?
that's what this is called.
Oh.
No, this is actually called. I think it's called. I don't know. A
Elgato.
deck.
And Elgato's crazy.
I don't even know what an Elgato is.
But anyway, so we don't have like the same attachment as we used to. We
Wait,
have.
isn't that what you
we already
record your
have one.
YouTube videos on,
I think
Elgato?
so. Oh, I looked up.
Is that really what it is?
Elgato.
Like a cat, Elgato?
Elgato. But anyway, it's we just don't have the cord today. We have to get a
Yeah.
different cord. But Matt has a cord.
That's kind of like an Elgato.
Yeah,
Is
it's
it? Let me see.
it's that. It's like what you plug it in, and it has like a HDMI in and out.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, I heard those are nice.
Those are like
expensive.
soundboards. Is it the same brand, Elgato?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's the picture I have in my
Yeah.
head.
That's like a.
I just know it
fancier
as like
version
the
of
one
this.
Yeah.
you plug it into your
I don't know.
PlayStation, and then it records.
Yeah,
everything.
and you can. I know people do soundboards off of this thing.
It's like, what's up, YouTube? I'm back with another gameplay, like that. Dude.
Yeah.
So I say we try something, or I already did it. We are trying something a little different. So it's still a random question. I'm not reading them. I just see the numbers. I haven't actually sat down and read them. All right, I mean, I'm sitting here, but you know what I mean.
We know what you mean.
We'll start you. We'll go with you, Matt, and then we'll work around this way. So just pick 1 through 10. Obviously, Ray, whatever number he picks, we can't pick anymore.
Of course.
Okay.
4.
4?
4.
Okay.
Scared.
What's your favorite thing about yourself that you rarely get the chance to talk about?
Beach to Bay training. No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just
Back
kidding.
to the top.
Why did I know? Why did I know? He
I
was,
looked right at Ray too. My favorite thing about myself that I don't talk about. I would say, man, I don't know. Probably how determined I get, like whenever like something like I'm like motivated for something.
Like once you get
Like
focused on
yeah,
it?
like once I like I don't want to be a meme or anything, but like get locked in, like how determined I really can get, you know. And that can be like for anything. Like that can be for school. Like I'll be in the library every single day. Like once I really, really get focused. Or like I know I keep saying it, but like, dude, I run like almost every day, and it's not just like a mile. Like I'm running miles and miles. Like
That's good.
dude,
That's good.
I started, and like I never ever ran long distance ever.
Really?
I had never
I
ever
find
ran
that-
more than a mile and a half
actually
in my
find
entire
that
life.
surprising. You've always been a athletic kind
Yeah,
of
but I
person.
always ran sprints, dude. The farthest run I ever did was 200 meters in a race.
That's okay.
You know,
You never did the 4x4?
actually maybe like once or
I
twice.
just say I think in junior
But-
high. Well, I mean it's junior high.
Like I had never ever ran more than a mile and a half.
Wow.
So my first 2 mile was like 21, 22 minutes, and I was dying. Like it was bad.
Yes.
And then today, I dropped that by like 6 minutes. You know,
That's good.
like I was at 16. Like once I really get focused on that, like for the gym, like I was working so hard for the longest time, and I was able to bench 315 pounds. You know, like once I really, really get focused on something and get determined, like my motivation like, really takes
And you're
over.
just-
You're unstoppable.
Like, nah, no, I'm not gonna say all that.
Dude,
but
what I didn't that's a meme, lock in.
oh, just like on like
Because I
Like-
say that all the time to my
Oh, you
students.
better
and
lock
athletes.
in, you know?
Just get
Yeah,
locked
I'm like,
in.
hey, I'll go, all right, it's time to lock in. Let's go. Like
I don't know.
And then
I guess it's like a little TikTok meme,
Oh,
like
I
getting
don't know.
locked in.
I don't have that tic tac anymore. So
But yeah, I would probably say that like how really motivated I can get like once.
I can attest to that. I think you've always been that kind of person.
For sure.
I think that's why you were able to
Maybe
play
it's my, like,
the sports you played
how
in high
much
school.
I just want, like, how competitive I get.
You just
Like, I get really
but
competitive.
that's the thing. You get competitive with yourself, too.
Yeah,
Like,
like,
you're
I see the
competing
time that I'm
against
putting in,
yourself.
I'm just want to
You're your
beat it.
best
And want to
competition.
like Adam, or coach, like
Yeah.
I ran a 3 mile with him, dude, and he dusted me. And literally, like,
Who?
it's our friend Adam. We play softball with him, and he goes here.
He's your coach?
Oh no, we just call him
We just
coach.
call him coach, yeah.
Okay.
It's from the bar scene.
He's everybody.
It's
He's
different.
everybody's
Okay.
coach.
He's coach. But like, dude, we ran a 3 mile, and I was hip to hip with him pretty much for the first 2, and the third one he dusted me like bad,
Oh, wow.
like
He's
by
got
a hot minute,
Is
bro.
that like that?
Dude, he dusted me
For real?
straight up, and yeah, ever since then, I can't let it go. Like, I want to get so much faster now just because
on
of
your
that.
mind. You're just
Like,
it's
literally.
it's just back there.
Like, it's every time I run, I'm like, I have to run faster just because I'm not gonna let that happen again. Like, how competitive I get.
That's a competitive spirit, man.
And you want to beat him?
Yeah,
Or you want to like keep up?
I want to like put him in the ground, dude. Like that.
Oh.
I'm not gonna lie.
No, but I
would
I do
want
wanna beat him.
It's like,
I do wanna beat
I
him.
don't I want to.
I'll tell him. I'll like. I want to beat him,
Mm.
but he's fast, dude. He moves, and he don't look like he moves, but he moves. Dude, like,
Shout
at a
out,
good
coach.
pace, and just like
Shout out, coach.
he's just moving, bro. And I was like, dang, man.
Shout out Gucci. Shout out Gucci. Eminem ain't on the list. Shout out Gucci man.
It says Lil Wayne.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like, shout out Gucci man. Dang. All right. I like it. I like it. So you pick number, what'd you pick? 4?
Well, that was 4.
Yeah,
That was 4. Okay, Ray. You got, still, I mean, 1 through 10, just -4. But not -4, just minus the number
4.
4. Right?
7.
7?
7.
Okay.
Are you gonna read it?
Yeah. Sorry. I'm just trying to figure out how to read. Because I
Silence
feel
was loud, bro.
Yeah, it was.
well, I guess I'll read it and you'll know.
Okay.
If you could have a superpower,
Mhm.
but it came with a quirky drawback, what would the power be and what would the drawback be?
Ooh.
It's a good question, actually.
Right?
Ray is quirky, bro.
My mind went immediately to the movie Jumper. You guys ever seen that?
Dude, okay, yes. Go
Okay.
ahead. I'll let you and then I'll
I mean,
chime in.
I don't
I
want to.
think I remember that.
I don't want to base it off the movie, but I mean,
to
teleport and have like where you leave a trail or like a little, I don't know, a blip to
Uh-huh.
where like, okay, you teleported right here and people can track that, and people who teleport, they're hunted by these people, you know. So
Yeah.
like you're like,
So is that the quirk, like the
yeah,
negative side of
yeah,
it?
okay, superpower teleporting.
Okay.
Quirk is there's a team of specially trained people trying to kill me.
Okay. See, my mind, and it's so dumb. I'm not kidding. I think this every time I drive, and it's a little embarrassing.
Okay.
I'll be driving. I do this every road trip. Like, so let's say I'm like an hour and a half in, and I'm always like, what if I could teleport this far? But this is the limit. So let's say 150 miles. Okay. But I can double that with the only quirk being I immediately take a 30-minute nap.
Wow,
Wow.
that's actually not bad.
So that's I think about that all the time. I don't know
But that's
why.
like not that bad of like a 30-minute
Well,
nap.
that-
like, think
but
about
here-
how short that is.
That
compared
definitely sounds
to
like a
to a
long
300-mile
road
trip.
thought, you know?
So like,
Right.
dude, I think of the craziest things on a road trip, man.
I know. I'd be just listening to "Life Is a Highway," dude. Like, what's that
That's
about?
on
On repeat, dude.
Just repeat. That's it.
It's like, play it again. Let's go.
Yeah, I always like end up. I don't know, dude. When you're road trips, driving by yourself, like when I was in Fort Worth, going to and from Fort Worth, that was just I don't know, man.
Oh,
road trips
from
are weird.
like to Kingsville.
Yeah, like Fort Worth to Kingsville.
That's an insane drive.
You can get so much done mentally.
Dude,
Dude,
literally.
yes. There was one time.
You could read the encyclopedia three times over, dude.
That's what I'm
three and a
saying.
half times. Let me let you finish. Sorry, before I tell the story.
Oh no, I mean that's pretty much
Oh,
it.
okay.
Yeah, yeah. Like, yeah.
There
I
was
get-
one time I got mad at our offensive coordinator because
Joe Rios.
no, well, no, no, this was with we're in college and
Oh, gotcha.
he I went home for something like they had told me I got upset because they were like, hey, you're not traveling this week, you didn't make the team, whatever. I'm on the team, but like I didn't make travel squad this week, and I was like, oh, okay, cool. Are we working out or anything this weekend? They're like, no, we're actually taking full staff this weekend. You'll have the weekend off. And I was like, all right, cool. So as I was leaving, he was like, Garza, you're not going to stay? Like, he caught me, like, walking to the parking lot with my bag. And I was like, well, what do you mean, coach? He's like, well, why are you so eager to leave? It's like, I'm done with all my classwork. I'm not traveling this week. You're not going to have the gym open. I'm going to go home. Like, I'm going to visit my family. And he was like, oh, okay. But he was like kind of a smart aleck about it. So I got in my truck and I make it about 30 minutes out and I was listening to music and he called and it was like a 10-minute conversation of him telling me that me going home was me not being committed to the program. But there was nothing there for me at the university at the time. Like everyone's gone. All the coaching staff's gone. You close the gym. The weight room, like the school weight room for the public, was closed for renovation. So I'm like, well, why would I not go home? And I was so upset. I drove in silence all the way home.
Oh,
like I was that mad. You know, that's like
dude,
it's like 4.5 hours.
Yeah. That's crazy.
It was the way he was. Look,
it's longer than that.
Compare him to someone that we all might know. Fila?
No,
no, I feel it wasn't bad.
The name you said.
Okay.
I can see that.
Get that name you said, and mix it with Give me. I'm thinking here. Mix it with the bluntness of David, like you know how David can be blunt but funny, like in a nice way, like that, and then think of anyone you know who's just like extremely arrogant. Anyone you know, put that in there. Like that was that person. Dude, I was upset. Like I got back to the university, and I made the travel squad that next week. But he was still kind of like harping on it. And then some stuff that coach is no longer coaching. That's all I gotta say. But yeah, it was interesting, man.
Nah, driving from there to here in silence is actually crazy.
Dude. I was
like
heated.
like you got to be really mad to be that mad.
I was, dude.
The whole way, like
I was.
Like you didn't even see something like funny like happen.
No,
like,
dude. I was driving. I was
not
driving.
even a little tune, like nothing, dude. That's you.
For me, it's because
and that ruins your whole weekend, bro. You get home.
Yeah, dude.
And you like don't even want to be here.
Because for me, I was like, I've done so much. I've put so much time. I put so much effort. I show up to workouts that are voluntary, and then I'm asking our strength and conditioning coach to open the gym so that I can work out.
Yeah.
Right. Like I'm doing all these things, and you're gonna question my. But
like, what do you expect you to do? Like, put your pads and jersey on and sit in your dorm, like waiting?
I don't know, man. And I understand.
You know what I mean? Like, what?
Because there are situations where you can ask a player, like, hey, man, like, are you committed to this? Like, is this what you want to do? But I don't know, man.
But that wasn't you.
No. I mean, as y'all know, I was better on defense, and when I got recruited, they told me,
worst
hey,
O-line I ever had.
Shut up. When I got recruited, they told me, they were like, yeah, defense, blah, blah. And then when I showed up after I signed and everything, they were like, hey, you're in an offensive meeting. And I was like, okay, it's kind of weird. So I went to the offensive meetings, and then I would stay even when offensive meetings were over, and I would be there for the defensive meetings. And then I would go to position meetings. But I tried to be a part of both because I was like, well, eventually I'm going to end up on defense. And it never happened. So, I mean, again, you say I wasn't committed, but I was at a school where you told me I was going to play defense because that's what I was primarily better at in high school. And then I never played a down of defense in my life.
Yeah.
Like, what am I, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, anyway, I'll go ahead and I'll go.
It's not fair. You're looking at all of them.
I'm not looking. I'm looking at
How about I give you a number?
Okay. You know what? We'll do that. So 4's off the table, 7's off the table.
1.
We did this one before. You're gonna have to pick another one.
2.
Yep.
Just gonna go down the list, buddy.
We did that one too.
3. Just gonna go down the list, buddy.
We did that one too. It's because I
5.
use ChatGPT.
He's gonna wait until you
Oh,
learn the
5?
one that he wanted to do.
Right.
We did 5 too. I'm not even kidding. We did 5 too.
Fine. 8. Do your curveball.
Okay. 8. What's a book or movie? No. What's a book, movie, or TV show that completely changed your perspective on something? This is a tough one.
This question's for you, Skylar.
Oh no.
Oh, you getting one?
No, like this
Oh,
question
oh,
specifically.
Oh, my bad. Wow, man, I've seen a lot of good movies. It's kind of hard. I don't know, man. I'm trying to think of a movie. The Secret Life of Walter Mitty.
Oh,
The
I
Secret
don't
Life of
know. I've
Walter
never
Mitty.
seen it. I'm just kidding.
So it's this,
Sorry.
it's this guy. It's actually an old book. There's an older movie on it. It's played by Night at the Museum.
Ben Stiller.
Ben Stiller.
Stiller, yeah.
Ben Stiller's the main character, and he's working for Time magazine. And basically, he's always been this like really safe dude. Doesn't travel, doesn't do a lot of things. And then some things happen where he loses. It's going to be the final cover for Time magazine, and he loses it. And it's this artist or this photographer that takes a picture. He said, "This is my best photo ever. This is the one that's going to be the final issue for Time magazine." And he loses the photo. So in like arts, when they mail it to him, it's a bunch of photos, and it's that one's missing. But he doesn't want to ruin the photo, and he doesn't want to get fired or anything. So he's going across the world trying to find this photographer. And it's his first time this dude jumps out of a helicopter. He goes skateboarding down a volcano. Dude, like it's this whole thing. And he's like living his life. And I don't think it's a spoiler alert, man. It's kind of a spoiler, but I'm going to say it. So if you don't want to know it, turn off the sound for a bit.
I'm just kidding.
But at the very end, there was a photo of him. The photographer took a photo of him, and he was like, "You are Time magazine. You're this person that's done all this, whatever." But he was upset, but he wasn't upset because he was like, "I just traveled the whole world. Like I never experienced any of this." It's a good movie, man. I highly recommend it. It's up there.
It's kind of like the song "Live Like You Were Dying" by Tim McGraw. Have you heard that?
I'm not gonna lie. It's "Live Like You Were Dying" by Tim McGraw. It is. It is
the first thing I thought of whenever you were saying
that's exactly what it is. Skydiving, Rocky Mountain climbing, 2.7 seconds on a bull named Fu Manchu.
Come on, player.
So yeah, man, it's a good one. I actually thoroughly enjoy it.
You know what Ben Stiller movie I like? Zoolander, bro.
Zoolander 1, phenomenal.
Yes.
I wasn't a big fan of Zoolander 2.
Two was weird.
Yeah.
Two was too much.
But
One,
my mom hates that movie,
dude, that movie's so
or does
funny.
she love it? I can't remember.
That movie's so
You know what my
funny.
mom hates? Mom, I'm going to throw you under the bus here. Napoleon Dynamite. Wait. Nacho Libre.
She hates both of those?
She doesn't really like them. She thinks
Dude,
they're
those
dumb.
movies are awesome.
She's like, those are so dumb. Like, that's why they're funny.
I can see Napoleon Dynamite being a little bit dumb,
I
but Nacho Libre is funny.
love Napoleon Dynamite.
Napoleon Dynamite can,
It's like,
can be a little
dude,
dry.
Yeah, like it's
I
like
love it.
it's
It
like
hits every time.
it's just like that certain type of humor. Like you just have to have a dumb sense of humor to find it funny.
And it's an awkward sense of humor.
Yeah,
too.
it's awkward.
I
That's
love
the
it.
word I'm
You
thinking
gotta
of.
be a real
It's
goober.
very, very
I gotta
awkward.
be a goober and a half, baby.
But Nacho Libre, no, that one's funny.
That one,
Like it's like when he like ran away from the town. He's like right outside. They still see him. He's like living under the cactus. Like hola Nacho.
I love it, dude. It's
Dude,
those are
Nacho's
good
funny.
movies.
Nacho Libre's
Nacho is a
funny.
good one. And then my mom doesn't like Impractical Jokers either.
Impractical Joker's funny.
I love Impractical Jokers.
They're funny.
Me and my wife.
Some of the
listen
stuff
to-
they do is messed up though.
Oh, dude,
like
it-
their friends,
dude.
yeah.
that's messed up.
There's some things that they've done that I'm surprised they haven't got canceled. To be honest with you,
Mhm.
like me and my wife were watching them while pretty
Sounds
much
so
every time
cool
we
to
have
say,
dinner,
huh?
we'll watch. It is. It's pretty nice. Sometimes the kids in class will be like, "All right, coach, we get it. You have a wife," and I'm like, "I'm sorry, dude. Like, it's just that's who I'm with primarily. So any story I have more times than not involves my wife."
Did it take some getting used to?
No, not really.
Really?
It was kind of like, yeah, man.
Roll off the tongue.
Once I made that mental decision, it was already like I'm ready to.
What happened?
I want to be able to say that.
Yeah.
So shout out to my
yeah.
wife.
I can't say it, but
Oh, we'll tell you after. We'll tell you
Okay,
after.
is this something? Okay.
It's we just can't say it.
Okay, I got you. I'm excited for that. And we'll go ahead and end the podcast. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, man. So I think I think that takes us to our next one, which I'm actually excited for because you said
I don't even have one, but I'll roll with the punches.
All right,
yeah, I got one.
it's time for what really grinds my gears.
Man, we need that wire, bro.
That sounds so bad, dude.
Man, we need that
We just
wire.
have this mic pressed up against the laptop, hoping it sounds at least half decent. I guess this time I'll start since we went that way. Unless you want to start, I'm trying to
No.
give Matt some more time.
I don't mind.
Okay.
We'll go this way.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
So
yeah.
Skylar and then Ray and me.
Yeah. Okay.
Alright.
So what? Y'all know what really grinds my gears?
What grinds your gears, Skylar?
It grinds my gears when you park like perfect. You're in a perfect parking spot. You go inside to get groceries. You go inside to do whatever. You just go wherever you're going, and you come back, and someone is hucked up right next to your car. And if you're a skinny guy, man, I can understand, make it work. But if you're a tubba like me, it is atrocious getting in there. You got to do this weird wobble, like, to get in. You got to. My trick that I do is I grab the door and I put my fingers on the other side so I can press my fingers and the door against their like vehicle.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. That way it's hitting my finger. It's not hitting their car, right? And then you shimmy in, and then you got like your stomach hitting the dang door. That grinds my gears, dude. Like, it really gets me going. It riles me up. It riles me up.
I don't know if in a scenario exactly like that, I don't know if I broke, but I definitely moved and it did not look good or how it should have been. Someone's like side rearview mirror.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. And I didn't check to see if it was broken or fixable. I got in my truck and I left.
Because you're like, hey, dude, that's your fault.
Yeah.
Like, I parked fine. I went in, did whatever I got to do, came outside, and now you're right up on me. It is, and I won't lie, I think we're all guilty of being that same guy at some point.
No, never.
No? You're.
No, I don't like parking next to people.
So y'all are just perfect parkers, huh?
No, I'm not perfect. I'll park terrible somewhere else, but I'm not gonna park next to somebody terrible.
If there's anything that I'll do a twofer here, grinds my gears. I park all the way in a little area by myself. I come back, there's someone parked next to me.
Mm-hmm.
Explain that.
I take pride in my parking.
Do you?
I don't.
I won't lie.
I'm not honest, I don't.
I'm not the best parker, but I am Peter Parker. No, I'm kidding. But the best parker I ever saw in my life.
That's crazy.
Me and Crystal went to Target, and this guy's driving a big truck, and I had just reversed out of like.
Who's Crystal?
My wife.
Oh yeah.
So then, I reversed out of like the spot I was at Target, and this big old truck like goes, and I'm not kidding, the cleanest, just forward, straight back into like their parking spot.
Was it like a big F-350 with
it was
lifted
like
tires?
it was a dually and everything, dude.
That's what I do.
And I lock eyes with this guy.
Did my cousin get out of the truck?
No. It was this it was another guy, and like I was excited for him. I drove by, like I'm driving by and I'm hyped up, and I lock eyes with him, and this dude looks at me, and the people, because we're not recording this episode, like they can't see, but the dude goes like this. I lock eyes and he goes.
Yeah.
Like he's
Dude,
like
whipping it.
He's acting like he's whipping the wheel around, right? And I was just like, that is a dog. That is a dog. I was so hyped up for him, dude.
I don't care.
Oh no, dude.
I park terrible. I don't care.
I park terrible quite often. And I'll be like at Target, for example, I'll be driving and Crystal's like, just find a parking spot.
Dude, I hate parking next to people that I'll park next to like the carts. Like the cart thing, just so only one person is able to park next to me.
Right, yeah.
That's literally like what
that
I'll
makes
look
sense. I'll do that. My truck's pretty beat up. It's a beater. So, I mean, if I hit that, with my door when I open, I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't want to hit someone's car and then drive off after I might have messed up there.
What if it's somebody else's beater?
If it's somebody else.
Yeah, it's like
if
you just hit a beater.
I don't know. I feel like if you got a beater, you got a beater. You know what you got, man.
I know what I got.
You know what you got,
Yeah.
Like the big green mean machine.
Oh,
there was another word in there. We just can't.
Shaggy wagon.
Oh, dude.
Heck yes.
Do you still have that?
Yeah.
Man.
I actually drove it yesterday because I had problems with my key. And I tried to make it spare, and it actually wouldn't turn on. So, like, it used to have just like a thin piece of plastic here. My dad put this JB weld on to hold, like, be able to put a key ring on it. So I was without a key to start my vehicle for like 2 days. So I was driving the green machine for 2 days.
Nice,
man.
I remember that thing.
That thing hauls ass.
That took me back. Just the car, man.
Dude,
I remember seeing that thing
like
in the parking lot.
You would always give me rides back from baseball practice, or like after baseball game sophomore year. Dude, hauling in that thing all the time.
It's weird.
The lights were dim. The music was loud, dude.
It get ups and goes, man.
See, that's a crazy thing for me. I don't even have memories in that vehicle. I think I was only ever in there twice, but I have so many memories around that vehicle.
Yeah, I get you.
It's a feeling. It's a good feeling. It's a good feeling. Anyway, you're up. Grinds my gears.
You know, it really grinds my gears.
What grinds your gears, Ray?
this might be a trigger warning, but and I'm a little judgy.
Okay.
I'll admit I'm a little judgy.
Okay.
But whenever someone
Mm-hmm.
has like a little a hanger back there, you know,
Like
a
phlegma?
little phlegma,
Yeah.
Yeah.
just
Little hanger.
a little dangler,
Uh-huh.
and they continue to talk with it,
And you can hear it.
and you can hear like the little in their voice.
And they're just letting it
They,
go.
they just
They're
let
just
it
letting that
let it
sucker
go.
rip.
Dude, that's
Like as if they don't feel it. Like
That gives me
you
Oscar.
don't hear yourself. Like it sounds like they're on a voice
now
changer.
I'm here clearing my voice just in case.
that gives me Oscar actually,
It,
bro.
it does.
Oh, dude.
10 minutes. 10 minutes. 10 minutes. We got 10 minutes, by the way. 10 minutes.
Man,
Just heads up.
it really grinds my.
Yeah,
my,
I get
I'll be
you.
on Discord sometimes, and
Clear your throat.
Is there anyone we
Sorry,
know?
sorry.
Is there anyone you can call out?
No,
No.
he's in a different state, but he's a mutual friend of mine, or I think ours. Yeah, but yeah, it's just this one guy who
Just doesn't do it.
just doesn't do it.
You
Clear your
know
throat,
two?
man.
You know two?
No, I don't know.
No,
Oh.
You guys remember Kevin Bakta?
Oh, what the
Yeah?
heck? Yeah.
Yeah.
You still talk to Kev Dog?
Yeah, I mean,
That is crazy.
a little bit. Not him, a friend of his.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, a friend of his.
Is Kevin still here?
No, he's in New Mexico.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he went out to New Mexico. He's working as I know he graduated as an electrical engineer.
Where did you graduate from here?
No, Dallas, UT Dallas.
Oh,
Or-
wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy. That means I was up there around him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Huh. Small world.
Yeah, he's making
I believe it.
that cheddar.
I believe it. Kevin Bachta.
Kid.
Drop the government name. That's crazy.
He's fine.
Go ahead, Matt.
But
Oh, yeah, by the way, we got 10 minutes. I forgot.
yeah. I would. Oh wait. You know what really grinds my gears?
What grinds your gears, Matt?
Recently, like within the last couple months, I've been going to a lot of concerts
Mm-hmm.
and being around that scene. I would say what grinds my gears the most, man, is like being at that concert. You know, you're having a good time, and someone who doesn't know how to handle their alcohol
Mm-hmm.
is
Oh.
bumping all over you and like, dude,
Yeah,
like,
Oh,
makes me want to get
that gets me.
like makes me want to get
Ooh.
kicked out. Like, you know, we're all having a good time, and I get it, and I
Yeah.
understand. Like, you're having a great time, but if you can't handle your alcohol, man, like,
That's-
go sit down, go use the like, go somewhere else. Like, don't be here in the middle, bumping everybody, elbowing people. Like, we're not at a mosh pit. Like, we're listening to country music.
And if you ever,
You know?
if you ever tell them something, they have the audacity to be like, "Hey, go ahead, calm down."
Yeah,
calm
yeah,
down."
and
Settle
that
down,
makes it
settle down.
worse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that makes it worse when I'm like, hey man, watch out. Like, just cool off. Like, watch out, man.
Uh-huh.
Like, watch where you're going. And it turns into, and then now it's like, all right, like, you know,
Yeah. No,
I'm not gonna say,
Yeah.
but
But I
you
know.
get where I'm
I
going.
get where you're going.
And it's kind of like, man, like, we're all trying to have a good time, dude. Just if you can't handle alcohol, you gotta go.
or just
Like, go
kinda
somewhere.
Get where you're.
Yeah.
In your
Not
own-
around people
Yeah.
where you're gonna hit people, dude.
What's the word
like,
I'm looking for? Like seclude yourself. you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah,
Put
like
yourself-
not here
Put
where
baby in a corner.
we're in a big group
yeah.
and we're all having a good time, and I'm getting bumped on by this drunk dude, and I'm like, dude, like, step off,
Yeah,
bro.
control
Like, go
yourself,
somewhere
man.
else.
No, I hate
And if
that.
you can't control your liquor, dude, don't come.
That the past two concerts I've been to, that's been a problem. One of them, almost the entire time. Luckily, it wasn't like a big dude or anything. Actually, Weston was at one of them.
Good kids.
No, it was when we went to go watch DGD,
Okay.
and the dude in front. So for me, it was a girl who was like dancing and jumping, and she kept kind of bumping me, and Crystal was getting mad. And then with Weston, it was a dude in front of him with long hair, but like a weird cut, and he was super sweaty, and he had way too much, and he was flipping the sweat into Weston's face.
Nah.
Nah, bro.
Dude,
Nah.
he was.
No, that's fighting words. I'm sorry.
I'm getting kicked out.
He
That- for sure.
we ended up by the end of the, like, towards, not the end, but I'd say halfway in the concert, me and him just kind of like big bodied up, and we actually ended up having a good amount of space because people just weren't, like, they just stopped kind of. We had to look mean, and it worked. So, but yeah,
I just sound mean.
I think you sound
Well, not like right now,
adorable.
but like
Nah,
you know,
you sound sweet.
You
like,
ready for this? We
in,
got-
in the moment, like I
let me do this.
I get kind of upset. David should be ready.
Go ahead and give him a call.
I hope he's at work. He started working at Lowe's again over there in College Station.
Nuh-uh,
Yeah.
that's crazy. Here we go. It's time for. The anticipation.
Let's hope he picks up.
It's Dave Safari.
Or as Matt says, Davins.
Davin Safari. Is he not gonna answer?
He might not answer. Hold on. Let me try one
Oh,
more
what
time.
a bum!
Let me try one more time.
If anything, I have a Jeopardy, or what is it? Phone a friend. I have a phone a friend I can do.
Who?
My mom. You want to give him one more call?
He hung up on the first ring, bro.
Oh.
I put.
Let me do a mulligan call here. Let me see what I can do. Oh my gosh, we have like 4 minutes. Worst case scenario, we scratch it.
We might have to.
Hello? Mom? Mother?
It's your mother.
Oh, okay. Hey, we're on the podcast. Say hi.
Hello.
Oh, that sounded nothing like you. That was totally a mom like phone voice.
Like a customer service.
Yeah,
voice.
that was a customer service voice.
You want me to say it again?
No, we're good. We're good. So right now, just any question in general off the top of your head, it's got to be something we can answer relatively quick. We got about 3 minutes left. Go ahead and
What do you want me to, what kind of question do you want me to ask?
any kind of question. It's all up to you. Go ahead.
What was the last thing you ate for breakfast?
All right. Thanks. You're the best. Love
Wow, that's a good question.
you. All right. Bye.
I don't know what I was expecting, but wasn't it. But that was a good
Hey,
one.
that works. Last thing I ate for breakfast. Last time I had breakfast. Oh my gosh. I had chorizo, egg, bacon, bean. But the bean was chorizo bean.
A mixed taco.
It was a mixed taco.
Yeah.
Fantastic. I had two of them. This was
No
I think
cheese?
From where?
no cheese. Sometimes I get freaky with it, man.
Let's get some cheese on
Sometimes I
that,
get
From
freaky
where?
with it. Dude, I'd be lying to you if I said I knew. I think my
Out of
grandma
10.
brought them. Out of 10, 7. Best tacos.
Solid.
Shout out best tacos, best breakfast tacos. Los Mariachis in Bishop. Shout out, get the taco loco.
Los Mariachis.
Los Mariachis.
The best breakfast tacos
I'm
I've
sorry.
ever had
Whoa.
is...
Yeah, Los Mariachis. Sorry. Okay,
That's
go.
the one on 77, right? On
Yes,
business?
on business.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah,
Gotcha,
yeah.
gotcha.
4 minutes. 4 minutes.
For me, this morning, or I say morning, it was like 10
Mhm.
after my class. I'm in a routine. I pick up 2 ham, egg, and cheese tacos from Mariachi's House of Burgers right there,
Okay,
I
similar
haven't had
similar
the
but
breakfast
different.
tacos.
right there,
Similar but different.
right there on the way home.
They get them confused, but I hear you.
Yeah, right there on the way home. 2 tacos, sweet tea and lemonade, half and half.
Okay.
My
Oh,
go-to.
that's a go-to
Arnold
sometimes. for me.
Palmy.
Arnold Palmy.
Yeah.
Some slight.
And yeah, that was this morning. And before that was yesterday. Same thing. 2 ham, egg, and cheese tacos.
Gotcha. Matt?
I actually didn't have breakfast this morning, but
Well, that's
yesterday
last time. Yeah.
yesterday morning, it was a Jimmy Dean's breakfast bowl.
Ooh.
Those go
Like
hard.
the egg white breakfast bowl.
Oh, yeah. Those are
A
hard.
little bit of low cal. And then
Low-cal.
low cal. I
'Cause
think it's
you're
like 200 calories
Just
for
because
the
you're
bowl.
preparing for a
That's
run,
crazy.
right? Nothing's
Yeah.
crazy.
That's good.
It's like 20 some grams of protein, only 200 calories, dude.
Oh, that's pretty solid.
Macro friendly.
Dude, their sausage.
Good. And then it's like some
Yes.
omelet, like
Yes.
some like omelet that my mom gets,
Uh-huh.
and I just mixed them up together, drenched that thing in hot sauce. It was like 400 calories, hella protein.
I love it.
Good.
I love it.
With like the super greens drink.
Oh, I've heard good things.
They're good, dude.
actually-
What kind of hot sauce do you use?
I don't remember. It's like a Texas hot sauce. It's like
okay.
a cowboy
Kind
on
of
it.
like a picante.
It's
just like-
almost like a Cholula.
Oh,
Almost.
okay.
That's what I say.
I was about to say.
It's the breakfast. That's the breakfast
Cholula.
hot sauce. You have to.
Cholula.
I like Cholula. I'm on a
Cholula.
That's what I
Valentina
remember
kick
from
right now.
IHOP.
I'm on a
the
Valentina.
baseball trips.
Yeah.
IHOP.
I'm on a Valentina kick at the moment. But all right.
They said
think-
an outro.
I think that's
That's a
I don't
wrap.
know how this is gonna sound. That sounds so bad, dude. I can't even lie.
It's
All right.
one-
It's
it's
all
one
right.
episode. It's
It'll
one
get
episode.
better. It'll get better. I guess that's it for this episode, y'all. It sounds.
I feel like we were
so
everywhere.
bad. We were everywhere. But I'm happy we got back into it.
Yeah.
We'll do another one next week.
Yeah.
It'll be good. We should have it out around the same time. But I'm more than happy to have you guys back listening. I'm more than happy to be in a room with you guys again.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Oh,
And,
yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's it, man. That's all I got. What about you guys?
Thank you for all the continued support we've had.
Amen.
Like still on the Instagram page, it's still growing.
Yeah, that's
You
always
know,
nice.
Like I get on there every now and then and I check, and we're still getting our profile is still reaching people. So just thank you for all the continued support. We're sorry for the hiatus that we had.
Hey, my fault. My fault.
But we're gonna get back into it. We're gonna put out some content. Hopefully, we get some people interacting with us. We can get some
emails again.
Emails, direct messages on our Instagram, comments. Any way you can reach out to us so we can get some ideas to talk about, or if you want to get our opinion on things, just so we can get some content. Really quick, actually, one of our guests last year, she is actually starting her own podcast. It was one of our more popular podcasts. Cam is starting her own podcast. Cam is starting her own podcast. I will tag her Instagram on our post when we make our post for this podcast, so y'all can check her out and support her podcast whenever it comes out.
That'd be nice.
Yeah.
Good shout out for Cam.
I just want to double down on what Matt said. Thank you for all Thank you for all the support. As a matter of fact, I just followed.
I would say we got a new follower.
Oh, it's
Ray.
I don't have Instagram. Maybe I need to make one just for that.
I hardly get on Instagram, but
yeah,
that's it.
Also,
I'm happy.
at Unrelated Conversation on Instagram. That's how y'all can reach us.
We are so happy. Thank you for everything, guys.
It's good to be back.
Yeah, for sure. And we're out.
Te watcho.
The timer just went off too. Oh, dude.